Hello and welcome to another Spectrum Geeks video. My name is Dale and I want to talk to you about chickens. Now, I've had chickens now for just over a year. It's been absolutely fantastic. We have the Omlet igloo and we have their automatic door. So what that means is it's light sensitive. You can set it by time or light or whatever you want. We have it set on, coming on a certain lightness. So in the morning it will open up and in the night time it closes automatically. There's a light that can come on everything to help the chickens get in and out. But sometimes, if you're away at the weekend, the chickens sometimes decide to lock them out, which is annoying. So I've always thought it'd be great if there was a smart option for it so you could remotely control it over the internet. And I was going to try and make something myself, but no need, because Omlet have released the smart controller for this automatic door. We're going to set that up today in this video. So if you're already an Omlet igloo owner and you've got the automatic door, you'll have this control panel just here, and again, depending on the version you've got, you can either be run on 4 AA batteries or you can connect it up to the mains. But again, it's just light sensitive, so you have this light sensitive controller in here, which basically you can set how light or dark you want the lighting to be before it opens and closes. The new one has exactly the same features, but has the option that you can control it through an app as well. So we're going to look at how we take this apart. The main differences in terms of aesthetics is the new one's slightly bigger, and this one has screws at the front that you take off to get access to the battery compartment. The new one has stuff on the back. We'll open up the box, have a look inside. It does come with a 12 volt plug that's got a 1.8 meter cable on. Right now I can't run that because my outside plug is too far away, but in the future I might run some power, some waterproof power out to here so that I can have this always powered and not have to worry about the batteries. But I'll show you how we take this apart, slide it off, and then calibrate the new one and set it up in the app. But let me just quickly show you what's in the box. I should mention as well, obviously, if you're buying the igloo from Omlet and you want to get the kind of automatic door, now you can just buy it with this kit. But obviously, if you already have it, you want to add the smart control panel, this is what it's extra. So it's £50 currently at the time of doing the video, and that comes with that power cable as well. The box is pretty much straightforward. We pop it open. We've got two things in here. One, a little bit of card and the information to download the app that we need to use to set this up. And then the module itself. So as you can see, slightly bigger than the other one. As mentioned, when you lift this one up, there's no screw holes or anything on there. That's all at the back. So what we'll do is we'll open up the new one so we know what we've got to connect up to inside. Then we'll disconnect the old one because we have to just transfer all the cables over. That's the other advantage. I'm going to go inside the Omlet at all. Just everything's done from the exterior panel itself. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, Phillips screwdriver, take the back off of this new Omlet smart panel. Okay, and so once that back panel is off, we can see still at the front here, and we can open and close, and we can see here we still have the option for the 4 AA batteries, also the option for the DC charging. And then when we take the existing coop controller off, we can see that this is where we're going to connect the coop light, and here is where we're going to connect the door. So basically going to do the same thing, open up and remove these connections from the existing control panel so we can plug them into here. Also swap the batteries over because I just put 4 new batteries in just last week, because that's how long the batteries last, a really long time. And then we can route the cables in through here. And it's kind of like a squashy rubber here that provides a watertight seal. So we'll loosen those off as well so they can come in through there nice and neatly as well. But I'll show you how to remove the front panel of the old one as well if you're not familiar. So basically on the old one, it's got 4 screws here at the front. Get those undone. See what we can see inside. Okay, so then these connectors on the back, just need to remove those, lift up the old connector at the back there, and they slide on the new one. Okay, so the old one is off. One thing I recommend doing is just go through the settings, just remind yourself if you want to replicate the same kind of open and closing times and the delays and everything, because that will all be on here, obviously before you take the batteries out. And then the back panel is just on that metal mounting, if you remember from before, so it can be a bit stubborn if it's been there a while like mine. Basically just tug that off and you're ready to basically pop batteries in the new one, connect it up, and then we're just going to slide that new one onto the back. I'm not going to tip it over, all my screws are going to fall out. Okay, so once you've basically connected the coupe light and the coupe door back into the back of the new unit, I guess it's the front really, isn't it? Make sure you screw the screws in nice and tightly on the end, and make sure that the bottom bits have the two rubber that goes together, because that's what creates the waterproof seal. Once it's done, just slide it back onto the mounting bracket, and then we're ready to get the app open and do the discovery process. Okay, so not sure how clear you can see things here. I'm going to have the app on the one side, so you have to download and install the Omlet app. Just opens up on there, and you've probably got an account already from the Omlet store where you purchase things from. And you can sign in with that, get notifications. Okay, and we go to add new device, and you can see on the screen it says discovery mode, press OK to exit. So we want to go to connect. See, it's connecting already. It's going to ask us to connect to our local Wi-Fi network. Okay, now it's sending the Wi-Fi details. So obviously this device needs to be in some kind of range of your Wi-Fi network in your house. Okay, so we're all set up. So complete setup. Now we need to start calibration, so we're going to press calibrate, and what that's going to do is move the door open and closed. Okay, so I've come inside because it's raining outside. Of course it is. So anyway, that is the new Omlet smart door controller installed, and what's great about it is you still have all the same controls that you have with the old one. So if you are out there, you have the ability to check the settings, turn the light on, open and close the door, do all that business. But now, obviously it's smart, you can configure those settings and control things remotely. So let's have a quick look in the app before we finish up the video. So let me just get this ready. Okay, so when you're in the app, as you can see just over here, currently the door is open and the light is off, and there's a few things that we can configure in here. But if we have a look at some of the settings, so if we press the bell icon, that shows us all the notifications. So that's whether things have been activated on the app or on the manual control itself. So I was just doing some tests to make sure the light was working. So from the unit, I turn the light on and off, but I can also do that from here. So you can see all of that in here, which is quite cool. Then obviously you can add other devices, so perhaps you've got multiple coops, you might have multiple of the auto doors, but maybe Omlet are going to release more smart things in the future. So we can see here a couple of easy options. So one button to close the door and a button to turn the light on if we want to do that. I personally don't use the light at all for two reasons. One, it helps conserve battery power, but also my chickens are crazy. They go into bed, then when the light comes on to encourage them to go in, they go out and the door closes and they used to get locked out. So we have the light off all the time now. But so we can see current status of the auto door, battery status, the Wi-Fi signal, and then if we click the little cog, we can go into the options. So because I'm running on battery power, it's only going to check in every 10 minutes. You can override that to check in every 2 minutes, but obviously the battery will reduce further. If it was plugged into the mains power, I think it can be real time. Also with the battery, to save power, there's a setting here that you put it into a deep sleep within certain hours. So I think by default it's 11 PM or something to 5 AM it goes into a deep sleep to again conserve the battery power and not check in with your wireless networks. Again, all these things will reduce the battery longevity. So if we look at door settings, again, current options, I've got mine set to light sensor, but we could change it to the timed mode or the manual mode. We can go into the light settings to change the opening and close levels, which I'll do in a moment. And you can also see trending over the past 24 hours what time it got light and dark, so that will help you tweak things a little bit if you mess around with yours in the different seasons. The light settings, again, we can see here we want it to be automatic when the light will be turned on or turn off, so and how long you want the time to be on for. So I'm going to change that to manual because I only want the light to come on when I want it on. Device settings, so you can just name the device and also set the colour of your door if you want, not that makes any difference. Look at the power settings. So again, here's mentioned power saving, checking in every 10 minutes, more responsive, and you can have it at 2 minutes, and that deep sleep I mentioned before, so actually 2100 to 5, so I'm going to change that because basically by 11 it's all good, and you probably don't need it until 6 to check in. That should be good. That's some good options. Again, help save the battery. Some technical information, again, just about the device and everything. More information on battery status is pretty good. Wi-Fi status, all some good things in there. Firmware, so I guess as there's firmware enhancements over time, that'll be available here. You can view the change log as well, which will take you off to their website. And then again, update Wi-Fi information, restart it and remove things as well. So I think it's pretty cool. So it's something that, again, I was thinking about trying to build myself by getting a little Arduino or something and put it in between the communication for the door, but Omlet have done it, and I think for £50 it's well worth it, because if it's lashing it down with rain and the door closes and one of the chickens gets lucked out, you've got to go out there in the rain. Not anymore. If you're away for the weekend, you have a similar thing, you can now sort it out. So hope that helped. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to buy one from Omlet. There's a referral link you can use in there. It doesn't increase the cost to you, but I think I get a couple of percentage back or something. If you've liked this video, please consider liking if you haven't done already. Also consider subscribing if you're not a current subscriber to Spectrum Geeks. It'd be much appreciated. Till next video, take care of yourself and goodbye for now.